Hey there. Welcome back to this special episode of your English journey. This time we're talking about something that lives inside every person, your dreams, your goals, and the words to bring them to life. If you've ever felt something burning in your heart, something you hope to do, become, or achieve, but didn't know how to express it in English, this episode is for you. Today, we'll practice real, simple English sentences. You'll learn how to talk about your future, your hopes, and your journey, not with big grammar, but with big belief, because when you can speak your dream in English, you get one step closer to living it. So take a breath, sit back, or walk. With your headphones on, let's talk about your dreams in English you can actually use. You ready? Let's begin. Sometimes just saying it out loud makes it feel real. So let's begin with simple phrases that start with, I want to. Repeat after me slowly, naturally. I want to learn English. I want to travel the world. I want to start my own business. I want to help my family. I want to be more confident. I want to live a better life. I want to be proud of myself. Now pause for a moment. Which one felt true for you? Let's build on that. I want to become a teacher. I want to become a nurse. I want to become a public speaker. I want to become someone people trust. I want to become fluent in English. You don't need a perfect sentence. You need a clear heart and a voice that tries again and again. Say it again, this time with more belief. I want to become fluent in English. I want to inspire people one day. I want to create something meaningful. That's it. You're not just practicing English. You're practicing courage. Now let's talk about when. When you give your dream a time, it starts to feel real. Try these. I want to start this year. I want to improve every month. I want to see progress in 6 months. I want to reach my goal by next year. In 3 years, I want to speak English confidently. In 5 years, I want to live abroad. In 10 years, I want to open my own business. Let's say them together with rhythm. In 1 year, I want to speak clearly. In 5 years, I want to live differently. 10 years, I want to look back and feel proud. It's okay if it feels far. Time is a bridge, and every sentence you say is a step on that bridge. Now let's switch the feeling from I want to, I hope. I hope is softer. It shows your heart. It tells people, I care about this dream. Say it with me. I hope I can improve. I hope to speak English well one day. I hope my life changes. I hope I make my family proud. I hope I stay strong. I hope I don't give up. Let's go deeper. I hope to find work I love. I hope to meet kind people. I hope to grow into someone I admire. I hope to travel and feel free. These sentences are soft, but they're powerful, because when hope is spoken, it begins to take shape. Now you try. Think of one thing you hope for. Say it in English. Say it gently. Say it like it matters, because it does. When we talk about goals, we're really talking about something personal, something only, deeply. Something that matters to you even if nobody else sees it yet. So now, let's practice more ways to express your personal goals in English. Not just big goals, but small, powerful ones too. I want to wake up earlier. I want to read more books. I want to eat healthier. I want to move my body every day. I want to speak English for 10 minutes a day. I want to stop doubting myself. I want to be more focused. I want to be kinder to myself. Each one of those is a real goal, a real start. And it deserves real words. Now let's bring in a new way to talk about goals using I'm working on. Say it with me. I'm working on my confidence. I'm working on my English. I'm working on my habits. I'm working on becoming more organized. I'm working on thinking more positively. You don't need to say I'm perfect. You just need to say I'm working on it. Because those 4 words are the foundation of growth. I'm working on it. I'm not there yet, but I'm moving. I'm learning. I'm not giving up. Let's keep going. Now, imagine someone asked you, "What's your goal this year?" Here are some answers you can practice. My goal is to learn 500 new English words. My goal is to write a journal in English every day. My goal is to start my own blog. My goal is to apply for a new job. My goal is to travel to a new country. My goal is to speak in front of people without fear. You can also say, one of my goals is to, and then complete the sentence. One of my goals is to read more. One of my goals is to save money. One of my goals is to become a better listener. One of my goals is to believe in myself more. Now take a pause. Think about this. What is one of your goals right now? Not the biggest one, just one that matters to you. Say it in English, even if your voice shakes, even if it feels silly, even if nobody's around. Speak it anyway, because your voice matters. Now let's talk about motivation, that feeling that pushes you forward. You can say, I feel excited about my future. I feel ready to grow. I feel nervous, but I'll try anyway. I feel inspired. I feel focused. I feel like something good is coming. You can also be honest when you're struggling. I feel tired today. I feel stuck right now. I feel lost sometimes. I feel afraid I'll fail. It's okay to say these things, because even when you feel low, you're still moving forward. So say this with me. It's okay to feel tired. It's okay to feel lost. But I will keep going. I'll keep learning. I'll keep speaking. I'll keep showing up for my dream even when it's hard. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to stay connected to the reason you began. Now, let's practice sharing that reason. Why are you learning English? Take a moment. Think about it, feel it, and then try to say it. Here are some examples. I'm learning English because I want better opportunities. I'm learning English because I love the language. I'm learning English because I want to connect with more people. I'm learning English because I believe in my future. I'm learning English because I want to live abroad. I'm learning English because I want to feel confident in myself. These are real answers. There's no right or wrong. There's only you and your why. Say it one more time. I'm learning English because I want to grow. Hold that. That's your fire. It's your direction. Let it guide you. Now, let's practice what to say when the road feels long. You can use sentences like, I'm not perfect, but I'm improving. It's taking time, but I see progress. Some days are hard, but I'm still here. I used to be afraid, but now I'm getting braver. I used to stay silent, but now I speak up more. I don't give up easily anymore. I'm becoming stronger every day. These are the phrases that build not just fluency, but resilience. Say this with your full voice. I'm becoming the person I've always wanted to be. Slowly, softly, and surely, you're doing more than just learning English. You're building yourself. Now let's imagine you're talking to someone about your future. They ask you, what do you see yourself doing in 5 years? You can answer simply, in 5 years I see myself speaking English fluently. In 5 years I see myself working in a company I love. In 5 years I see myself living in another country. 5 years I see myself teaching others. 5 years I see myself doing what I love every day. You can also say in the future, I want to be happy and independent. In the future, I want to feel proud of my journey. In the future, I want to inspire others through my actions. These are not big speeches. They are small truths, softly spoken, but full of strength. You don't have to sound like someone else. You only need to sound like you, trying, hoping, growing. Let's try another structure now. I plan to improve my speaking this year. I plan to join an English class. I plan to move to a new city. I plan to take better care of my health. I plan to start writing every night. I plan to practice 10 minutes a day, no matter what. This word plan is strong, shows intention. It shows that your dream is not a wish, it's a direction. You don't need to do everything today. You only need to know where you're going. Say it again with me. I plan to keep going. Even when it's slow, even when no one sees it, even when I feel like giving up, because growth is still growth, even when it's quiet. Now let's use another soft way to talk about your dreams. I'd love to. I'd love to speak confidently one day. I'd love to travel to Canada. I'd love to study abroad. I'd love to work in a hospital. I'd love to have my own business. I'd love to share my story with the world. This way of speaking is gentle but full of vision. It's like opening the window and saying, I believe something good is coming. So what would you love to do? Close your eyes for a second, feel it, then say it in English. Even if it's not perfect, even if it's not ready. Say it anyway. I'd love to help others. I'd love to become a strong speaker. I'd love to make my parents proud. I'd love to speak English without fear. Each time you say it, it becomes more real. Each time you say it, you step closer. Let's practice how to encourage yourself when you feel doubt. You can say, I know it's hard right now, but I will keep going. I believe in myself, even when it's slow. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to be consistent. Mistakes are not the end. They're part of the process. Every time I speak, I'm getting stronger. You can even say, I'm proud of how far I've come. I may not be fluent yet, but I'm not the same as before. I'm growing. Every word, every step, every effort matters, and it's true. You are not who you were last year. You're not even the same as yesterday, because today you showed up again. You're still here, still learning, still believing. Let's imagine someone asks you, why is English important to you? Try saying this, because English gives me more opportunities, because I want to connect with the world, because I want to feel free when I speak, because I want to understand others and be understood, because I want to express myself clearly. You can also say, because learning English is part of my bigger dream, because I want to grow in every way. These answers help you speak not just words, but your purpose. They help you remember that behind every lesson, every video, every sentence, there is a reason, there is a heart, there is you. Let's try using English to describe your dream day. You wake up early, you feel peaceful, you stretch, drink water, and say something kind to yourself. You say, today, I'm going to do my best. Today, I'll speak English with courage. Today, I'll make progress. Then you get ready. You walk to school, or work, or the coffee shop. You see someone and say good morning. How's your day going? Nice to see you again. You feel more confident. You're not hiding. You're using your voice. Later, you study or create or help someone. You smile. You feel proud. You think to yourself, I'm building something beautiful. Step by step, word by word, not just learning English, I'm learning how to live. Even when it's a simple day, you're still becoming the person you dreamed of being. And at night, before bed, you can say, today was good. I did my best. Tomorrow, I'll keep going. That is a dream in progress. That is your story in motion. Now let's practice how to talk about the steps you're taking. Not just the goal, but the journey. Because goals are built by small actions, repeated with care. You can say, I'm taking small steps every day. Study English for 10 minutes in the morning. I listen to English podcasts while walking. Write short sentences about my day. I talk to myself in English when I cook. I practice vocabulary before I sleep. These are the real steps. Not big, not loud, but powerful. Because you're not just learning, you're living the language. Say this with me now. I'm practicing. I'm improving. I'm showing up even. When I feel tired, even when I forget words, Even when I make mistakes, I'm still showing up, and that's everything. Let's imagine a conversation. Someone asks, "What are you doing to reach your goal?" You can answer, "I study a little. Every day. I watch English videos on YouTube. I practice speaking with friends. I take online classes. I try to use English in my real life. I read simple English books, follow English pages on social media." Or you can simply say, "I do what I can every day. I'm moving forward step by step." That's it. It's enough. Now let's talk about what happens when things don't go as planned. Because every goal has hard days. Maybe you feel discouraged. Maybe you don't see progress. Maybe someone laughed at your pronunciation. Maybe you got stuck. Let's practice what to say in English when that happens. "I had a hard day today. Didn't study like I wanted to. I made mistakes. Felt embarrassed. I almost gave up. But then I reminded myself why I started. I told myself, I'm doing my best. I promised myself I'll try again tomorrow." You see, you can speak about the hard days too. That's part of fluency. Not just words of power, but words of honesty. Try saying this now. It's okay to fall. It's okay to pause. But I will rise again. I will keep going, because my dream is worth it. And it is. Your dream is worth it. Your voice is worth it. You are worth it. Let's bring in one more way to speak about your goals. Using, "I'm learning to." I'm learning to trust myself. I'm learning to speak without fear. I'm learning to focus on progress, not perfection. I'm learning to be patient. I'm learning to listen deeply. I'm learning to celebrate small wins, even now. You're learning to speak in a new way, with more care, with more truth, with more belief. Let's practice sharing our progress out loud. You can. Say, "Last year I didn't understand much English. Now I can follow simple conversations. Last month I was afraid to speak. Now I can say full sentences. Last week I felt stuck. Now I feel more motivated." Every win counts. Every small shift matters. So say this, "I'm proud of my progress, even if it's quiet, even if no one sees it. I see it, and that's enough." Let's talk about dreaming bigger without fear. Say this slowly. "I want to do something meaningful in my life. I want to help others. I want to share my voice. I want to create something beautiful. I want to live with purpose." These are not perfect English sentences. They're powerful English sentences because they come from the heart. And that's what real communication is. Now breathe. Take a moment. Out loud. Right now, say it with your whole voice. Say it as if it's already becoming true. "I want to." And finish the sentence. Good. That's how it starts. With a whisper. With a sentence. With a breath. You don't have to rush. You don't have to shout. You only have to keep speaking. Let's imagine you're talking to a friend in English. You want to share what inspires you. Try these simple sentences. "I get inspired by people who never give up. I get inspired by stories of growth. I get inspired when I see progress in myself. I get inspired by nature, books, and kind people. I get inspired when someone believes in me." Now try saying, "What inspires me most is." Then finish your sentence. "What inspires me most is seeing how far I've come. What inspires me most is helping others. What inspires me most is learning something new. What inspires me most is knowing I have a purpose." When you speak like this, you're not just learning English. You're learning how to express your deeper self simply. Now, let's try talking about your habits, because dreams grow from daily action, not once a year, but every single day. Try these. "I wake up early to give myself time. I write my goals. Every morning, I study English while having breakfast. I repeat positive phrases during the day. I review vocabulary before bed. I try to stay focused, even when I feel tired. You can also say, I avoid comparing myself to others. I take breaks when I need to. I keep my dream in front of me always. Now take a moment. Ask yourself, what habits help me grow? Say it out loud. One habit that helps me is, one change I've made recently is, simple sentences, real honesty. That's what makes you fluent in language and in life. Let's practice encouragement, not for others, but for yourself. I'm doing my best. I've come a long way. I may not be there yet, but I'm on my way. My effort matters. My journey is valid. I'm not weak. I'm growing. Try saying this one with a deep breath. I'm proud of myself for not giving up. Now let's imagine. Another conversation, someone asks you, what's your biggest dream? You pause, then you answer, my biggest dream is to speak English without fear. My biggest dream is to travel and feel free. My biggest dream is to help my family live a better life. My biggest dream is to teach and inspire others. My biggest dream is to do something that matters. You can also say, someday I want to, and complete the thought. Someday I want to write a book. Someday I want to build something of my own. Someday I want to tell my story on a stage. Someday I want to live with peace in my heart. These dreams are not too big. They're yours. And if they're in you, they belong to you. Let's now practice small wins, the kind that often go unnoticed, but mean everything. Today I understood a full sentence in English. Today I didn't. Translate, I just spoke. Today I felt more confident. Today I said what I wanted to say today. I tried. That's enough. You can build your dream. One today at a time. Say this with me. I don't need to do everything at once. I just need to keep showing up. Now let's bring in vision. What does your dream life look like? Try using I imagine. I imagine waking up in a city I love. I imagine speaking English easily, naturally. I imagine meeting people from all over the world. I imagine feeling proud of who I've become. I imagine helping others grow, just like I did. Vision gives you direction. It reminds you this life you're building. Oh, it's real. It starts here. It starts now. Let's say it again. I imagine a better life. I'm working toward it. One word, one day, one decision at a time. You are not behind. You are not too late. You are exactly where you need to be because you're still moving, still growing, still believing. Sometimes we don't believe in our dreams because we don't believe in ourselves. But you don't have to be fully confident to begin. You just need to say it, to try, to speak. Even with doubt, let's practice the gentle beginning of belief. I think I can do this. I'm not sure, but I'll try. It feels scary, but I won't run away. I'm not confident yet, but I will be. I'm learning to trust myself more. You can also say, I'm afraid of failing, but I don't want to stay stuck. I've been quiet for too long now. I want to speak. I don't need to be perfect. I just need to keep going. These are brave sentences. Not because they're long or perfect, but because they're honest. They speak from the heart. That's what makes them beautiful. Now let's talk about what it feels like when your dream is far away, when it feels out of reach. You can say, it feels so big, I don't know where to start. Sometimes I wonder if it's possible. I see others doing well and I feel behind. I start and then I stop. I get distracted. I get discouraged. But even in that space where things feel unclear, you are still growing. So let's say something. New now, I don't have all the answers, but I have the will to begin. I might fall again, but I'll rise again too. I will speak, even if it's just one sentence today. I'm not quitting. I'm just pausing, and I'll continue tomorrow. Every dream has seasons. Any voice has shaky days. But still, your dream deserves your voice. Now, let's talk about sharing your dream with others, because sometimes we're afraid to speak it. We think, what if they don't understand me? What if they laugh? What if they think it's impossible? But here's something true. It's not their dream. So you can say, I don't need everyone to understand me. I believe in this path, even if it's quiet. Even if it's hard. It's mine. You can also practice sharing your dream with a friend. My dream is to open a small cafe. My dream is to live near the sea. My dream is to speak English and teach others. My dream is to feel free emotionally, financially, spiritually, and if they say, that's too big, you can smile and say, maybe, but I'm still going to try, because I only get one life. And I want to try. Let's now practice talking about your why, the real reason behind your dream. I want to speak English, because I want to be understood, because I want to feel connected, because I want to help my family, because I want to walk through new doors, because I want to speak up for myself. When your why is strong, your how becomes easier. It doesn't mean it will be simple, but it means you'll find a way. Now let's pause. Take a moment to breathe, to reflect, to speak one sentence, just one. Say, I may not be there yet, but I'm on my way. Let that land. Say it again, softer this time. I'm on my way. Now let's talk about what to say when you feel progress. Even small progress. I noticed I spoke without thinking today. Understood a sentence without translating. I answered a question in English. I remembered a new word in conversation. I stayed calm even when I made a mistake. You can also say, I feel more comfortable speaking now. I'm starting to think in English. I feel proud of how far I've come. These are wins. These are moments to celebrate. Because celebration isn't only for the finish line, it's for the small steps too. So right now, say one thing you're proud of, I'm proud of, and speak it out loud. Even if it's just, I'm proud that. I pressed play today, that I listened, that I practiced, that I cared. That's enough. You're enough. Let's practice how to talk about the future with hope, but no pressure. No big promises. Just gentle direction. You can say, I don't know exactly what will happen, but I'm hopeful. I trust the good things are coming. Believe that my effort will lead to something beautiful. I'm staying open to new opportunities. I'm preparing myself for what's next. These sentences don't force anything. They simply open space for possibility. Try saying, I'm preparing for my future, even if I don't know all the details yet. That's a strong sentence. Guess. It means you're not waiting. You're getting ready. Now, imagine you're in an English interview or conversation. Someone says, what are your goals this year? Try saying, this year I want to improve my English speaking. This year I want to be more consistent with. Practice this year, I want to start something new. This year, I want to take better care of my mind and body. This year, I want to believe in myself more. Or you can simply say, this year, I want to grow in every way. Let's go deeper. You can also say, I've been holding myself back. But this year, I want to change that. This year, I want to stop doubting. This year, I want to speak freely. Your audience might feel scared when they say it, and that's okay. That fear means you care. That fear means it's real. Now, let's talk about language, because sometimes the real reason people feel stuck isn't grammar. It's shame. Shame for forgetting. Shame for mispronouncing. Shame for being behind. Speak directly to that. I am allowed to make mistakes. I am allowed to speak slowly. I am allowed to forget. I am allowed to learn at my own pace. I don't have to be perfect to be proud. Say this with me. My mistakes don't define me. My progress does. Now let's practice asking for support in English, because no one grows alone. You can say, "Can you help me practice? Can I ask you a question?" About English? Can we speak slowly together? Would you mind correcting me if I say something wrong? I'm learning and I appreciate your help. Asking for help is not weakness, it's strength. It shows you care about your growth. Let's shift now to something deeper. Speaking your dream to your future self. Imagine yourself 5 years from now. You are calm, you are fluent, you are proud. Now speak to that version of you in English. I'm working hard for you. I'm trying every day because I believe in our future. I hope you're happy. I hope you're free. I hope you're doing what we once dreamed of. And now imagine that future you responds. Thank you for not giving up. Thank you for showing up, even when it was hard. Thank you for believing in something better. That conversation between who you are now and who you're becoming, that's what keeps your dream alive. Now let's say this together, quietly, gently. I am growing. I am becoming. I am enough. Even in progress, and that's what fluency really means. Not just knowing the words, but feeling them. Let's imagine you're sitting with a friend. The topic of dreams comes up. They ask you, what do you really want in life? And this time, you answer, I want peace. I want freedom. I want to love who I am. I want to grow into someone I respect. I want to speak, live, and work without fear. I want to live with purpose. I want to feel proud, not just someday, but today. These are not textbook answers. They're human. That's what makes them powerful. Try saying them slowly, one by one. Let each one land like a quiet promise. Now, let's explore simple English ways to express effort. Not achievement, but effort. I'm trying. I'm learning. I'm working on it. I'm still going. I'm giving it my best, not giving up. You can also say, it's not easy, but it's important. Some days are heavy, but I keep moving. I'm not perfect, but I'm real. That's the kind of English that builds connection, not complicated. Just honest. Now let's go back to something very gentle, very personal. Desire you can use, asterisk, I'd like to, I'd love to. I've always dreamed of. Say it with me now. I'd like to speak English more naturally. Love to visit another country. I'd like to help people one day. I've always dreamed of sharing my story. I've always dreamed of standing on a stage. I've always dreamed of making something that matters. If you've ever thought, but my dream is too big, then say this with me now. Even if my dream is big, I'll still speak it. I'll still believe in it. I'll still try. Because trying is an act of hope. Trying is a step toward truth. Now, let's switch to a sentence frame you can use every day. Right now, I'm learning how to be more patient. Right now, I'm building new habits. Now I'm growing, even if it's slow. Right now, I'm healing. Right now, I'm creating a better life for myself. You can also say, right now, I'm doing what I can, and that's enough. Say that last one again, softly. I'm doing what I can, and that's enough. Let's shift gently into English. You can speak to yourself on the hard days. I know today was tough, but I showed up. I know I made mistakes, but I kept speaking. I know I feel tired, but I'm still growing. You can also say, I am proud of my courage. I am proud of my effort. I'm proud of the small steps I take. Each day, this kind of English is not just for conversation. It's for healing, for self-kindness, for building your future with softness, not pressure. Let's finish this part with a few final phrases to carry in your heart. I have a dream. I have a voice. I'm learning how to use it. One word at a time. One breath at a time. One day at a time. And I'm not alone. Let's speak now about one of the most beautiful things you can say in English I'm proud of. Try it with me. I'm proud of how far I've come. I'm proud of learning a new language. Proud of myself for not giving up. I'm proud of every small step I've taken. I'm proud of being consistent. I'm proud of starting again after stopping. You don't need a certificate to feel proud. You don't need to be fluent. You only need to recognize your own effort. Say it again. I'm proud. Because I didn't quit when it was hard. Now let's practice what to say when the world feels loud, when people expect too much, or say too little. You can say, I'm doing this for me. I'm not here to impress anyone. I'm here to grow. I'm here to heal. I'm here to find my voice. You can also say, I don't need to rush. I don't need to compare. I don't need to prove anything. I only need to take one true step forward today. Let's imagine your listener is tired. They've been trying. They feel stuck. Speak to them gently, Guida. Say this. I know what it feels like to doubt, to try, and still feel behind, to study, but forget, to speak and freeze, to want so badly to be fluent, but feel stuck, in silence, but you're not stuck. You're just learning. Learning's not a straight line. Say this to them. You're not doing it wrong. You're just doing something new. You're becoming someone new. And that takes time. Let's breathe. Say something simple. I believe in myself even when it's quiet. Believe in my future even when I can't see it clearly. I believe in my voice even when it shakes. Say it again, slower this time. I believe in my voice even when it shakes. Now let's talk about identity. Because many learners feel like they're not good enough in English. But English doesn't change who you are. It helps you share who you are more clearly. Try saying this. I'm still me in any language. I'm kind. I'm strong. I'm growing. I'm capable. I'm more than my grammar. I'm more than my mistakes. I am enough as I am. You don't have to become someone else to speak English. You get to become more of yourself. So say it with love. English is not just a skill. It's part of my freedom, part of my expression. It's part of my future. Let's now gently return to goal setting, but this time, not from pressure. From peace, you can say, this month, I'd like to. This week, I plan to. Today, I will try to. Examples. This month, I'd like to speak more with others. This week, I plan to review vocabulary every night. Today, I will try to write one paragraph in English. It doesn't have to be big. It just has to be real. Say this with me. Real progress is quiet, but it's still progress. You don't need permission to grow. You don't need a perfect moment. To begin, you can begin now. One word, one phrase, one small goal, and your voice, no matter how it sounds, is already part of something powerful. Let's imagine a moment where someone asks you, are you fluent in English? You pause, breathe, no, and you say, not yet, but I'm getting closer every day. I'm not fluent, but I'm confident. I still make mistakes, and I'm okay with that. I focus on progress, not perfection. These answers aren't defensive. They're real. They say, I'm on my way. And that's a powerful place to be. Let's try more phrases you can use when someone compliments your English. Thank you. Been practicing a lot. I still have a lot to learn, but I'm improving. That means a lot. Thank you for noticing. I'm just trying to use it more in daily life. I'm learning little by little. You don't have to shrink when someone sees your growth. You can receive it with grace. Let's practice that now. Thank you. I'm proud of how far I've come. Now let's talk about those quiet, visible victories, the ones no one sees but you feel. Waking up early to study, watching an English video even when you were tired, repeating a sentence 3 times too. Say it right. Writing something and feeling nervous, but pressing send anyway. Not giving up even when it felt slow. These are not small. These are the real moments where your dream is growing. Say this. No one sees everything I do, but I do, and I'm proud of me. Let's say it again, softer. I'm proud of me. Now let's imagine speaking English when you're traveling, and you feel nervous. You can say, "Excuse me? Could you help me? I'm learning English, so please speak slowly. I'm not sure how to say this, but I'll try. Can you repeat that? I didn't understand. Could you say it again?" These phrases make space. They give you room to learn, to breathe, to try. You don't need to sound perfect. You only need to stay present. Let's practice polite phrases that help your confidence grow. "I'm sorry. I don't understand yet. Could you explain that again, please? Thank you for your patience. I'm learning and I really appreciate it." Your help. Each time you use one of these, you're not just speaking English, you're building self-respect. Now let's go back to the quiet space of dreaming. Say this with me. My voice matters, and my dream matters. My learning matters, even if it's not fast, even if it's not perfect. Even if it's still in progress. You don't have to be fluent to be proud. You don't have to speak without mistakes to feel confident. You just have to keep going with kindness in your heart and purpose in your steps. Take a breath now. Feel how far you've already come, and say this to yourself. Softly, I am on the way to becoming who I've always wanted to be. Let's practice the kind of English that helps you stay steady when things feel uncertain. You can say, "I don't have it all figured out, but I'm trying. I don't understand everything, but I'm learning more each day. I don't speak perfectly, but I speak with courage. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm preparing for it." These kinds of sentences are full of truth and full of power. They help you stay grounded, not in fear, but in faith. Say this now. I may not know exactly where I'm going, but I know I'm going forward. Let's practice one more simple pattern. I'm learning too. I'm learning to trust myself more. I'm learning to speak even when I'm nervous. I'm learning to ask for what I need. I'm learning to slow down when I feel overwhelmed. I'm learning to stay patient with myself. Each of these is a gift, a reflection of quiet strength. Let's go back to your morning. What could you say to yourself in English before your day begins? Try this. Today, I will be gentle with myself. Today, I will speak with confidence. Today, I will take one step toward my dream. Today, I will be proud, not perfect. Today, I will choose growth. Now, imagine you're ending your day. You could say, "I did my best. I learned something new. I kept going. I listened to myself. I'm grateful for this day." That's it. It's fluency. Not in the way you're taught in school, but in the way that touches real life. Now let's practice how to speak when you're feeling emotional. I feel discouraged, but I won't stop. I feel nervous, but I'll try anyway. I feel stuck, but I believe this will pass. I feel hopeful, even if I'm tired. You can say, "Today I cried, but I also learned, and I'm still here." That's courage. That's English. That's human. Let's now explore what to say when you're encouraging someone else. In English, you can say, "You're doing great. I see your effort. Don't give up. You're closer than you think. Take it one day at a time. You're stronger than you feel right now. It's okay to rest, just don't quit." You can use these same sentences for your listeners, for your friends, for yourself. Let's end this part with a few deep, grounding truths, spoken slowly. My journey is unique. My voice has value. I'm building a life I believe in, one step at a time, one sentence at a time, one dream at a time, and I will keep going. Let's imagine you're preparing for something important. Maybe it's a job interview. Maybe it's a test. Maybe it's a test. The first time you'll speak English with someone new, you can say, I feel nervous, but I'm ready. I've prepared, and I trust myself. Even if I make mistakes, I'll keep going. I'll focus on connection, not perfection. I will breathe, smile, and speak slowly. I'm here to learn, not to prove anything. You don't need to sound like a native speaker. You need to sound like you, honest, brave, and growing. Let's say this together. I trust my progress. I trust my voice. I trust this moment. Now let's return to dreaming. Not just long-term dreams, but daily ones. Because every day is a chance to dream a little. You can say, today, I want to feel more confident. Today, I want to ask a question in English. Today, I want to speak without fear. Today, I want to encourage someone else. Today, I want to be kind to others and to myself. Every time you say what you want, you give it space to grow. Now, let's imagine someone asks you, what keeps you going? You can answer, my dream keeps me going. My family keeps me going. The future I imagine keeps me going. The progress I see, even small, keeps me going. The person I'm becoming keeps me going. You can also say, I don't want to live with regret. I don't want to wonder what if. That's why I keep trying. These sentences may feel quiet, but they carry fire inside. Say this now. My reason is stronger than my fear. Let's now explore what to say when you take a break, because rest is not failure. It's part of the process. You can say, I'm resting, not quitting. I need a pause, and that's okay. I'll come back stronger. I'm listening to what I need. Taking care of myself is part of my growth. Fluent English doesn't come from never stopping. It comes from knowing when to pause. It's when to return. Now, let's gently practice language around self-worth. I deserve to grow. I deserve to be heard. I deserve to feel proud. I deserve to take up space. I deserve to speak my truth, even if my English isn't perfect. Your dream is not a luxury. It's a right, and your voice is not a mistake. It's a message. Now say this with me. I'm not chasing perfection. I'm learning to be fully, beautifully myself. You're not just helping your audience learn English. You're helping them feel safe in it, seen in it, heard in it,